I want to tell y'all about my papa. And first I'm going to tell you that I may cry, but I promise this is a happy video. The reason I want to talk about my papa is that he never saw this real estate team, and he never saw me run my business. My papa's name was Buddy Hastings, and that wasn't his nickname. His name was Buddy, and he was the son of sharecroppers. If you don't know what that means, it means they were farmers, but they were too poor to even have their own land. And my papa would always tell me, he would call me Andra. Andra, I tell you what, you get an education and don't you ever depend on anybody for anything. And that's been such an influence on me, and it's such an influence on my team. Because if you know me, you know I work hard, and I work hard every single day, and you'll see it in me, and you'll see it in my amazing team. My papa, he punched a time clock. He worked in a steel mill, and he worked in an aluminum plant. And he was the kind of man that had his name on his shirt. He didn't go to school, he didn't get an education, and he wanted that. He wanted that for all of his granddaughters. And he did get to see my daughter Emily. He called her the Great One, and he never got to meet Leah. There is nothing in the world to be ashamed of in working hard. I got my first job when I was so young that I had to have a work permit. I've cleaned bathrooms in fast food restaurants. I know how to make every Dairy Queen Blizzard on the menu because I've done it for minimum wage. And I know how lucky I am to wake up every day and have the greatest job in the world. We get to make an impact on the lives of families. We get to be a part of the house where Santa Claus is going to come down the chimney, and I know how blessed I am to be a part of that. People watching us from a distance would have absolutely no idea what our why actually is and what drives me as I lead this team. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but there's a legend that when a cardinal comes to visit you, that it's a loved one that you'd lost. And when I'm at my desk in my home office for the last couple of years, there's a cardinal that taps on the window and sits in the crepe myrtle just on the other side of my desk. And if that legend is true, I hope to God that that's my papa, and he's telling me that he sees what we're doing here. And it means so much to me.